Welcome, guys, to the second podcast of the Ramble. It is good to see everybody back here. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this episode. We have Nate coming back, JD, the man, the myth, the legend, and my fellow lover of Man U, and Sahid Kabba is now in, who just committed to I2I. It's going to be a fun one today. A lot of topics to cover, so let's get right into it, guys. Hot takes is going to be the first topic of today. Hot takes. Nate, what do you got for us, man? Any hot takes?
Well, since I'm a diehard Manchester City fan, of course, I'm already going to call it Man City's going to win the Champions League. We're not going to choke it this year. Hopefully not. We're not going to choke it. But you know what? I think we are Champions League contenders this year. So that's my hot take.
Sahid disagrees, man, I think.
I know he does. I think
he's got something to say here.
I thought he was gonna say Prem, and I was gonna say obviously like they have Prem. Like I like the way they've been performing. I like no doubt. Like I respect what City's doing, but Champions League, like even though you guys are contenders, I don't think they're gonna take it all the way. Like you still got people like PSG. You got Juve still in here. You got Inter still dogging it and everything. So
that is true. So who do you think will win, Sahid?
To be honest, I kind of want to say PSG. Like the way they've been performing, like as of right now, I think it's PSG. I think PSG.
Wow! Hey, welcome to the podcast, brother. Oh my God!
What about Bayern? You guys are all forgetting Bayern.
That's what I was gonna say about JD, right?
Oh yeah, Bayern too. I forgot.
No disrespect to Bayern. No disrespect.
Yeah, like no disrespect.
But like. They're losing to, low division teams right now.
Hey, Nate, remember Tottenham?
Hey, yo. Tottenham had a good season, bro.
Remember Leon?
Europa League?
Hey, at least we have Champions Leagues. Talking this?
You still in the Europa League.
Barca's won the Champions League, so Cam can talk. Arsenal's won the Champions League.
No, we haven't.
We won the sextuple. JD, we won the sextuple. So there's not much to talk about. Barcelona.
I don't know why Mr. Nathaniel was talking.
JD, who do you think is going to win the Champions League, man?
Bayern. It's easy.
Woo, confident man over there. Confident man.
I
All right.
don't see anyone beating Bayern.
Really?
Maybe PSG.
But even though Nate is correct, in the league, they have been losing games they should have no business losing to.
How do you lose to a second-tier team, my guy?
Come on.
With Lewendowski, Gnabry.
Kimmich was missing from that game. And Kimmich is a vital
He is a vital part. But with the funds that Bayern have and the players that Bayern have.
Did you say funds? You shouldn't be talking as a Man City fan.
That oil money.
Hey. But come on now. With all the players they have too, they shouldn't be losing to that second-tier team.
I think they will pick up and they will win the Champions League.
Okay.
I think the final, if anything, will be PSG versus Bayern.
We'll see.
I don't see Man City making it to the final.
You never do.
I'd have to say I think Man City could get up there.
They could.
They changed a lot of their game. I think they're an all-round better team than before. So I have a feeling that they might be, if not the final, the semi. They're going to make it to the semifinal. Whether they're in the final or not, is yet to see. But I think we have to keep an eye on them, man. They're dangerous. Everybody's been underestimating them lately. So
exactly,
they are a team to watch. JD, any hot takes, man?
I think Klopp will be sacked within this next summer or the summer after.
Sounds like a familiar conversation, doesn't it?
It does.
Yo, hold on. Did anyone else see Sahid's eyes pop out?
I saw it.
Sahid, what do you have to say about that, man?
I don't think so, because right now what's going on is because they've lost key players, you know what I'm saying? Like they've lost Van Dijk, who is their leading role in the back line. That's what's been keeping them going, and that's not really necessarily a coach's fault when a player gets hurt like that.
I agree.
And it's all about once that player comes back in and he has his full team back at strength and they push, then we'll see what happens with them. But right now, Dijk is not he's not in the squad.
Yeah.
Right now, he's doing well with his ACL. He'll be back in no time. But like I said, Liverpool just got to accept that they did bad this year. Like we all know, teams that win Premier Leagues, sometimes they don't do well the next season because the things that they do the last season, they're not going to be able to do in the next season because all the teams are going to be accustomed to it. So it's about finding something new that will work for them and incorporates with the team. But they'll be back at it. But I don't think Klopp's going to.
Okay, but You're saying that their defense is injured. They still have their front three. Salah's there, Mane's there.
Yeah, but that's the thing. A team goes in with 11. Like you can't like just push
But
it
they
all on
can't
your
score goals.
attacking.
That's their problem. They keep.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes you also
They
need
can't
that
score
back line
goals.
as well. You need your back line as
So,
well.
so you're saying the back four doesn't matter, JD?
No. I'm saying that center backs matter. The fullbacks matter. They have both of their fullbacks.
But like
They just
you
don't have
JD got to help me here, dude. I think.
But your
JD,
defense, like
JD.
me as a defender, like I just believe that if you do not have defense, like you're not gonna get chances as well. Like
We saw that with Man City.
I,
We saw that with Man City. They have the money, obviously, to buy whoever they want, but they fixed their defense, and look at them now. So,
like we could score all the goals that we wanted to, but our defense was shaky, and because of that, we lost vital games.
Yep.
But now that we've strengthened with Ruben Diaz, John Stones is on fantastic form. Kyle Walker, João Cancelo, and then the depth we have in our defense as well. We still have Laporte on the bench, Zinchenko, Mendy, even Nathan Ake. Like we're kind of set in our back line, even if someone were to get hurt.
And speaking of one of the best players on right now, I'd have to say it's gonna be crazy. Ruben Diaz has to be one of the best players out there right now.
But
I'd have to argue that it's going to be Ruben Diaz who's going to be the best player.
You go back to the Liverpool point. With Van Dijk, Matip, and Gomez, those were the three players injured in January. If Liverpool had any interest, if the board had any interest in being title contenders, making a team, they would have went in January and bought a center back or two. If they knew these injuries would have been such a big problem.
Yeah, that's the thing. Chemistry is another thing as well. Like obviously if your player gets injured, you want to bring in the next best guy that is his backup. Because if you just bring a completely different player, now you have to change up your tactics and make sure something that can help revolve that player inside of the team as well. So like just bringing out the new player, the chemistry is just gone. Especially if they come from a different league. Because let's say they came from Bundesliga, it's going to be hard for them to accustom to Premier League football because they're two different concepts of playing style.
I mean, we saw with Man United how we got Bruno in January, and we saw the impact he made and how he got us Champions League. We saw this year with Odegaard now, how he's making an impact in Arsenal's team. If Liverpool really wanted this to, fix their center-back situation, they would have gotten a center-back.
I feel like it also depends on the player you get. Is that player able to adapt as fast as some of the other players? Not every player can adapt to every type of style within that impact Bruno Fernandes had and Odegaard had.
So I think that Gerrard will take over, and we see how good of a job he's doing at Rangers. I think he will take over in 1 to 2 seasons. I stand by this point.
I don't think he's going to take over in 1 to 2 seasons. Klopp is there for a long-term period. I think Gerrard is happy where he's at, and he's getting the results that he wants to get, but I don't think he's going to be making that change anytime soon.
Gerrard has even said that it's his dream to manage Liverpool, and of course
he will. He will, but I don't think anytime soon. I
think Gerrard's going to be smart and stay his years with Rangers, right? And he's not going to make that jump right away as Frank Lampard did. And we saw how that kind of turned around, So I feel like Steven Gerrard is taking the right path, staying with Rangers, building up his coaching knowledge, getting the experience, maybe moving up to another team, helping them out, and then probably see them at Liverpool.
How long do you guys think that Klopp will stay at Liverpool?
I think
4 or 5 years.
For a while.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I can agree.
4 or 5 years. Solid 4 or 5 years.
Then I have a question for Nate. How long do you think Pep is staying in Man City?
I think Pep's going to stay for another 4 or 5 years.
Oh, my God. You're delusional.
I am delusional.
Nate, man. Every Man City fan says the same thing. They're like, he's going to stay for 4 or 5. He's not staying for 4 or 5 years. Come on.
All right.
Nate, I give him like 2-3 years.
I completely agree with Sahid. 2-3 years tops.
Especially with no Champions League. If they don't win the Champions League, I don't think Pep's going to stay for much longer. If they don't.
No, I think Pep really wants to bring a Champions League to Man City.
I mean, yeah.
Definitely.
Not if Pep is on the front with no Champions League.
I think that's what's going to drive him to keep staying at Man City if they don't win a Champions League this year or next year. I think he's going to keep driving for that Champions League win with Man City and say that he's won a Champions League with Bayern, FC Barcelona, and Man City. So
yeah,
I
agree. I think he has to deliver. I feel like if he doesn't deliver, he'll be there for another season. If he doesn't deliver that other season, he's going to think about leaving. He's really going to think about leaving before he gets the good old sacking.
I agree. There's only so much backing he can get from the board. Like, Man City, their goal is to win the Champions League.
And they're spending bread. Exactly. Lots of oil money for Daddy Sheik over there, so it's a problem. If he doesn't deliver, he's in trouble.
Hey, man. We still got it's like, we got the money, so we're going to use it. So we got the money.
I wish we could say the same, JD.
Money can buy you happiness, I can assure you.
Yo, money can buy football, all Premier League teams happiness, bro. They're really buying us Man City fans right now.
So right now, let's discuss the best player as of now. Who would the best player be, Sahid?
Oh my goodness, I gotta think. Oh my god,
mine is Ruben Diaz.
Like just in Premier League or like right
hands
now,
down? I mean anywhere, but in my personal opinion, I think that guy's top.
For me right now, I would have to say Gundogan, and then I'll have to say Fonzie. Those are the two people I would have to say. Yeah, Fonzie. Yeah, I'd say Fonzie. I know, Nate, don't give me that look, bro. I was thinking Laura
No. I was thinking that too, but I'm just kind of surprised. I didn't think you would say Alphonso Davies.
No, I think Fonzie because like the way I've been seeing him play, like man's is like man just came into the Bundesliga and said, I'm just owning this stuff. Like I'm rocking with it. And then Gundogan as well. He's just coming to the lineup. He said, Kevin De Bruyne is injured. Now's my time to shine. He's been scoring goals like a madman. He's a midfielder too. Like, he's making Gabriel Jesus look like an absolute clown. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He been making him look like a clown, bro.
You got a point. You got a point.
Yo, as a Man City, as a Manchester City fan, that state is factual.
It is a fact.
It is factual.
Like, I just didn't think anybody would say it.
I love Gabriel Jesus, but he's not delivering it when we need him.
He's got to step up. Like if I was Jesus and I seen Gundogan stepping up like that, I would have been like, "Nah, I'm a striker. This is supposed to be my show. Let me run it."
I agree.
Aguero has been hurt. Like we should have seen Gabriel Jesus really step up this year, like scoring almost every game. Like, but
Gundogan has had a true revival because you've heard of him before. And then it kind of just went quiet for him. His career just kind of like leveled out. Nobody really talked about him. And now he's back in the spotlight. And I think that shows a lot of character from him as a player. Because that's not easy to be in the limelight and then you're out. No one's talking about you. Then all of a sudden you're on a great run of form. It's fantastic to see.
He has a lot of injuries.
He did.
That too.
I'm going to also say what a factor came into this is that David Silva left Manchester City. That is a big factor in all of this. He saw the void that David Silva left, and he wanted that role because it was going to be between him and Foden. And he was like, even though Foden's a youngster and Pep's probably going to look to him more, he says, he should probably say to himself, I need to step up and show them what I can do and take David Silva's role and put it into my own. And I think that's what he's doing, and that's the job he's been doing for us. And it's been great. He's scoring, he's making plays for us, and he's handling the midfield well, even in Kevin De Bruyne's absence. It's been great to watch for any football fan, not even just a City fan.
Mm-hmm.
JD, best player, man.
Okay, so this for me was pretty easy. In the Prem, it would be Bruno, easy peasy. And in the whole world, it's got to be Haaland, Mpabbe, or Lewandowski. No one else.
Everybody going with Mpabbe again, man. Like I'm not being like that because I'm a Barca fan. Because everybody's gonna be like, oh, he single-handedly crushed your team, whatever. I don't see him as he's up there, but I hate. Yeah, you know what, Nate. I'm booting this kid out of here, man. He's a freak on my podcast, dude.
I got something stuck.
I see him as being like he's top 5.
So who's ahead?
It would be Lewandowski top for me.
Oh yeah, Lewandowski's in my top 3.
Who's number 1?
Ruben Diaz. You can't argue with it. Since he has come on, what is it now that the Man City has outscored their opponents by 46 goals or something, and they conceded 6? Come on. The dude has changed stones completely. He controls the back line. He's confident. They don't concede goals because of him. So arguably he's number one for me.
Edison deserves some credit. Henderson deserves some credit for that.
And
He doesn't have to do much nowadays, does he?
He doesn't.
He's got a back line that is just solid. So that would be number one for me. But Mpabbe, overrated.
He's not overrated.
Overrated.
Oh.
You can't compare him to Messi. Everybody's comparing him to Messi now.
Oh.
Come on, stop with it.
I think it's too early, obviously.
Okay.
I think he's properly rated. He's not he would be properly rated if people wouldn't say that he is now on the same level as Messi. Just because he scored 3 goals on us does not make him the same level as Messi.
But can he is the question.
He has the potential to be near him, but I don't think you'll see Ronaldo and Messi are one of a kind. They are the best players that have ever played the game. They're better than Ronaldinho. They're better than Pele. They're better than Maradona. You can't argue with that. They just week in, week out, they're just consistent. And that's what those GOATs did not have, consistency. Ronaldinho had a decline. Pele had a decline. I mean, he counts goals that he scored on freaking kids on the playground. With what does he say? 1,000 goals that he had? Come on.
Yeah.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that. They're the best players in the world. Best players in the world. I don't think Mbappe's up there yet. Just my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this now. All the PSG fans are gonna be like, "This guy just sucks." Oh man. Yeah, so I agree with that list though, JD. I think Lewandowski is up there.
What about Haaland? What do you guys think is gonna happen with Haaland?
Haaland's a GOAT.
Yeah, he is. He's single-handedly helping Dortmund right now.
Yeah.
Sancho's just I just don't think Sancho wants to be at Dortmund right now.
Yeah, I think he wants to come to Manchester United.
Yeah.
Hey, JD, I'm going to agree with you for once. I think Sancho wants to leave Dortmund and go to Man U. And then if that does happen this year, I think we're going to see a different Sancho than we are seeing this year. I think we're going to see the Sancho that we saw last year.
I 100% agree.
Interesting.
But I have a question for Cameron.
Go ahead.
The question that I've been debating within myself. Sancho or Haaland?
That's a question?
Yes.
Haaland. Hands down. Hands down.
No.
I hands down. Not a big Sancho fan. Not a big Sancho fan.
I think Sancho is exactly what we need. A right winger who doesn't cut himself. He's exactly what we need.
Hey, Kev. I have to agree with JD this one.
With the signing of Haaland as well, it would lower Greenwood, who's also a striker. He wouldn't play that much. Haaland's he's a youngster still. Greenwood, he's a youngster. I think Sancho is more of a priority, but I would love Haaland and Sancho.
I'd rather Haaland.
I don't think y'all are getting Haaland
than Sancho. We're not going to get him. I mean, we always say that as Man U fans. We always say we're going to get somebody, and we never get anybody. When we got Bruno Fernandes, I was like, oh my God, we actually finally, signed somebody.
Haaland might be going to City, I'm just saying.
Oh, come on.
I can see that. I could see that.
It's a money game. It's a money game.
I'm probably going to get stick for this too. I prefer Haaland over Messi for Manchester City.
Get the.
I agree.
It's not that I love Messi. But
would you want? Go ahead, Joe.
No, JD, I want to hear what you guys think.
Would you want an aging Messi who's 34, 33 now?
I would take Messi who's 80.
Who's only getting better each game. We see something crazy from this guy. He's a machine.
I would take Messi if he's 80.
But still, for Man
I
City,
love the guy.
I know, so do I. But I would, like JD said, I would want that promising youngster who we can continue to grow and develop in our system and be that striker that we will need. He could fill in the void of Sergio Aguero because Sergio Aguero might be leaving this year. And honestly, I feel like with how our right wing has been playing, Riyad Mahrez and even Bernardo Silva, I don't think we need another right winger. We still also have Ferran Torres on the bench, who is also a promising youngster who's just having a hard time developing in the Premier League right now. So I feel like as Ferran Torres grows and develops under Pep, we're going to see a different Ferran Torres competing with Mahrez and Bernardo Silva.
If Haaland does go to Man City, he will bang in 30, 40 goals because the players who are passing him are ridiculous.
Bro, imagine De Bruyne, Foden, Gundogan, all these players, Rodri, Cancelo. Come on now.
It would be insane.
We gotta wait and see. We definitely gotta wait and see for that.
That'll be the target man that City has been waiting for.
Yeah.
Because they need a target man, and sometimes Gabriel Jesus is just not it right now.
Aguero's aging.
Yeah, and Aguero's getting
a lot of injuries. A lot of injuries for him.
Yeah, and that's what's impacting him the most too. He has a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
So I think if we get Haaland this season, in the summer, it will be a great signing. And like JD said, I agree. 30 to 40 goals next year. I agree.
I think
You'll get the money for it.
Summer one though.
We do have the money for it. We do have the money for it.
When does City never have
If
money?
Dortmund doesn't make the Champions League, Sancho and Haaland.
Very true.
Sahid, I hear you over there.
Yes, bro, like,
hey, we gotta wait and see.
Money, like, bro, like they're just stacked with money. Like, where did they get it from?
Hey,
like that's the thing.
Mr. Sheik.
Sahid, where are you on the table?
Speaking of Arsenal, let's get away from the top team. Sahid, I'm putting you in the hot seat, man. I'm putting you in the hot seat. Arsenal, 11 points with 30. 11th place with 34 points.
Okay.
I wish I could help you out here, Sahid.
No, it's all right.
If you were the manager for Arsenal, what would you change? What do they need?
So I was talking to my dad about this actually, and like I was thinking about it. It's like on paper, Arsenal is a very good team. Like if you look on it, like the players that we have, it's a good team. The problem is that I feel like that there's not a leader that is fermented in that team. Like we've seen Granit Xhaka, the captain. He's come in and he, we all know he has attitude issues. He comes under those issues. He's been stripped from his armband. We've seen people like Kieran Tierney, who's come in. He's actually shown some good leadership qualities. Aubameyang has done it sometimes as well, but for me, I don't think he's kind of a leader. That's just my personal opinion. But honestly, but like literally, that's all Arsenal need. I just feel like if we get somebody that's like no nonsense, the team takes everything seriously. We have a proper leader, like a proper pillar for the squad. Then we'll do it. To be honest, like I really don't feel like it's Arteta's fault. Like that's just my opinion because we brought in Emery and he basically kind of had the same squad.
Yeah. But
then he gets sacked, and now we have Arteta coming in, and we had a poor run, and he hasn't been sacked yet. So I just think that once we have a good leader, someone that wants to step up, like for example, like I would want it to be Kieran Tierney because he's just a no nonsense guy. Once we have that, then I feel like we'll be okay.
Would that squad handle a no nonsense guy?
I mean, well, if he like ferments himself, then yeah. But obviously, I know some players like they look like they have attitudes. Like Shankar look like he got some type of attitude issues. Pepe as well, like he's confident, but he's also like he's kind of egotistic at the same time. So like yeah, but I feel like I said, once the squad comes together and they have a leader, I feel like we'll be able to push. But right now, I'm gonna accept where we're at. We're 11th. We should be 11th the way we've played, and we just gotta relearn what we've done into the summer and then go into the Premier League next season and do better.
That's a positive Arsenal fan right there. Usually they all are. They're all just like, next season, man, we're coming back. We're getting up there. JD, what do you think about Aubameyang, man? What was that face you were making up there?
Ever since he signed his new contract earlier this year, he hasn't been the same. He scored 2 goals today, obviously, but like he hasn't been the same. But I think United and Arsenal both have something in common. They're 2 of the greatest teams in English history. But they both have boards who hate spending money on them. They have American owners who just don't spend money. We see with Mr. Nathaniel, he has owners that do spend money, and they spend it on correct players. We saw Man United buy Maguire for $80 million. Arsenal bought Pepe for $80 million. I don't know which signing's worse.
I hate Maguire. I'm just gonna say it flat out. I like it's a love-hate relationship with him because sometimes he does decently well, and he surprises me. We talked about this before, JD. He does like surprisingly well, and then other days you're like, how have you become a pro player? It's confusing to me. It's I don't know if it's in his head or if he's just very inconsistent. You'll have good days and then have days where I'm just like, I want to poke my freaking eye out and just not watch this anymore. Because it's just shambolic is what it is.
I got a question for JD.
Yes.
JD, it's going to be, would you rather have in goal David De Gea or Dean Henderson? I just want to hear it.
De Gea.
Yeah. Okay.
We gotta stick with De Gea.
You can't.
agree.
Come on,
Like
you gotta support him. You gotta support him.
I just because I am a David De Gea fan. I just wanted to make sure JD was on the same page because Dean Henderson, he's up and coming, but David De Gea has been loyal to them. He could have left a long time ago.
The question is,
comes up big in some games. Yeah, he's made his mistakes, but you can't get on a goalie.
Every player has made mistakes. It's just like goalies are different.
Yeah,
Make no mistake, you're done.
Yeah,
everybody forgets what you have done.
Yeah, no one's perfect, and that one season David De Gea had was great. Yeah. He's after that he had like a couple mistakes, but still he comes up big for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I had to ask the question because some Man U fans are like, nah, get out of De Gea and put in Dean Henderson. No, De Gea's been there for you guys. So
I gotta be loyal to him.
Yeah.
And JD makes a good point. We have to support him.
Yeah.
No matter what. So minus Maguire. He's got to go. But JD, what if you were manager of Man U, man? We talked about this again a lot. I don't like our manager's attitude. I don't like his mentality. We were very close. Don't tell me we were not. We were very close. I think Man City had something. I think it was like 57 points. We had, what was it? I think it was like 48. What was it? 46. Something like that, and he said we weren't even title contenders. What is up with that?
That was stupid.
You're second place.
Yeah, that was dumb.
You're second place, and you're saying that we can't challenge if we're in second place. JD, hot seat is on you, man.
I would say that it is pretty wrong, obviously. We are title.
Damn right it's wrong, JD.
But, like, he's just being realistic. With the team we have, we're not beating Man City. We're not beating Man City.
So if you were manager, you would go out on a press conference and say, we aren't title contenders, even though we're second place.
I personally wouldn't, but
no, you know what? I want to step in here for a second.
Hold on, let me step in after.
Yeah, I want to step in for a second. JD, I honestly believe that Man U is the only team in the Prem right now who can give Man City a run for their money. I feel like if they put in a couple, what's up? Let me sit down. I honestly believe that if Man City were to lose a couple like games, like stop on form, and Man U gains good form, I feel like they can contend with Man City for the title. And I feel like when we play you guys in the next couple of weeks, it's going to be a great game. I honestly don't know who's going to win that game, to be honest. Looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not sure about you, JD, but to be honest, and this is coming from Man City, I think Man U will this year contend for the title, next year contend for the title, and it's going to be back and forth. I feel like it's going to be back and forth between these next few years. Yes, it's a 10-point difference right now, but if I feel you guys get in that good string of form again, get a good run going, then you guys can close the gap.
You see, I would agree with you of title contending this year, but we're not consistent enough. Like Cam says, if you need to be good, you need to be consistent, and we're not consistent. The mistakes that we make at the back when Maguire, Lindelof, we shouldn't be making those mistakes. Wan-Bissaka, De Gea, these mistakes shouldn't be made, and a top team doesn't make these mistakes, but we do.
Sahid, what do you got to say on that?
So, like, it's about the statement that Solskjaer made. Like, I just feel like at that time when your team is running high and you're second place and you tell your team you're not going to win the title, like, dude, your mentality, you're going to be like, oh, our manager doesn't believe in us. Might as well not care anymore.
Yeah,
like,
I agree with that statement.
Like, people like,
JD, you have your mic on. You hear what Sahid said? Is the mic working?
I agree with Sahid because I think that's what ruined it.
That's what ruined it. That's what I'm telling you. And especially when you got players that have mindsets like Pogba, the moment you say that, he's going to be like, okay, you don't believe in me? I'm not going to try.
100%.
I'm not going to try.
100%. Finally, Sahid, thank you.
Cool.
Because I think JD needed to hear that, and everybody watching who's a Man U fan needs to hear that. It's our manager. He has no balls. The guy has no balls.
Like you can't just say that to your players because they're just not going to try, simply.
And do not say Pogba has a bad mindset, okay?
He does.
He doesn't have a bad
The man's
mindset.
egotistic. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like he's a good player.
He has a horrible mindset.
But when it comes to his mentality, It's
What is
just
it
not
now?
there. It's
What-
not there. Because he's one of those players that when he gets mugged off the ball, he's gonna be like, oh, I'm done. Like he doesn't run back for the ball.
Maybe under Mourinho, but this year under Ollie, he loses the ball, he gets up and he goes. Pogba this year has been one of the best midfielders in the Prem. He might be injured now, but he will come back and he will get second place.
Well, I
I'm
hope
not
during
saying
injury time he
I'm not saying he didn't do well. I'm saying Sahid's right. He's got a bad mentality.
But
He
what-
has a horrible mentality.
I'm just gonna point it out
Actually,
because I used
most
to
of
be
our
the same
team
way.
has a bad mentality.
Like I used to be the same way. Like I can see the Pogba. I used to be exactly the same way. So like I've seen it. So I'm just like, you know what? He just needs to work on his mentality, especially since he's injured. Walk around right now. Become positive.
Yep.
And then he's got it. I'm telling you. Like after that, Pogba easily one of the best midfielders if he just works on his mindset.
Yeah, I agree with that statement, man. I think that if you tell players like that have rough mentalities that, are not really, mentally there and positive, and a manager goes off to say that, they're not title contenders, they're not going to fight for you. They're not going to fight for you, and that's what we saw. And we let Daddy Sheik and the whole crew run away with the title. Now we got this guy smiling. Jesus, man. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. But we have 2 minutes. I think we're gonna actually have to. This is the first time that we're gonna have to do a second part. Actually, shoot, this is long. I'm gonna have to do we're gonna do a second part. So thank you guys for watching. This is the second podcast on the Ramble. Sahid, thank you for coming on. We're gonna see you back in a second because we have to make it part 2. JD's charging his laptop. He should charge his brain as well for the nonsense that he talks. Jesus, this guy. Look at him. Shambolic. Nate, always good. We're going to make the second part of this podcast right now. Please stay tuned. Like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Shout out to Ethan, who's right there. Ethan! And we'll see you guys in a bit for the second part. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you.